Okay, the back page of our notes gets into applications, which is my favorite part of this. You finally get to see how some of these things are useful. We'll start off with somewhat of a simple one. It talks about Mike and Ike having a bike race. Mike can bike 36 feet per second. Ike can bike 32 feet per second. Mike knows he's faster. He's going to give Ike a 25-foot head start. We want to come up with parametric equations and then actually show this on your calculator. We want to actually be able to view the race and then see who's ahead after 7 seconds and by how much. So lots of stuff going on here. Let's just start by thinking about some of the equations we could come up with. We might start with Mike. We're going to, what I hope to have us see here is Mike is represented by a point, and we can actually see him racing across, going to the right on our calculator screen. So because of that, X is going to be involving his velocity and things like that. So we know that he can go 36 feet per second. So 36 times whatever time value we have tells us kind of his location at whatever time. Now for a Y value, he's not really moving up and down here, so this is a bit of the tricky part. We get to pick what Y is. We just want it to be consistent. So if I just make it 2, he will always be at a level of 2, and really we're just seeing the velocity change. And Ike's going to be somewhat of similar. Okay, for X, well, he's going 32 feet per second, so 32 times t would be helpful. But now he does get a head start, so I'm just going to add 25 to it, and that's going to start him off at 25 feet to the right of wherever Mike is. And because Mike's already at 2, maybe we would put Ike at 4. 4 did not look so good. Okay, so just make sure that you, wow, that looks awful. Here, we'll just cross it out. There. Okay, Ike's at 4. So make sure you have this written down, because I'm going to clear this off. I'm going to show you what I would type into my calculator. Okay, so we get the calculator up. One of the first things you're going to have to do is go to Mode, and you want to select Parametric Equations. So we're going to have to scroll down. Okay, you want to hit probably Enter, I'm guessing there. Okay, so we're in PAR for Parametric Equation, and then go back to your home screen. Okay, and actually go hit Y equals, because you're going to see that lots of different things appear now. Now you have X and Y, and X and Y, and X and Y. So you're able to type in several different things for each equation. So Mike was 36 times t, 36 times, and then hit the X button, and you see that t pops up there. And we said his height was going to be at 2. Okay, for Ike, he's going to be 32t plus 25, and he was going to be at a height of 4. Okay, so we've typed in our equations. Now go to your window setting. You can see that the window setting looks a little bit different as well. You have T-mins and T-maxes. So basically that's, we want to start at 0, and you want to think about how long this will take. Now we know it's going to be 10 seconds, or I'm sorry, 7 seconds that we're interested in, but I might just go for a full 10 seconds just to kind of see the race. And for your T-step, that's really asking how often do you want them to check. And what I might do is do 0.1 for something like this. That gives us a lot of data points. It's going to be checking at 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, all the way up to 10. Gives us lots of data. Okay, X, min, and max work very similar to what we're used to. I probably would want this to start at, sorry, got to scroll down here. Start at 0. Okay, and then we're going to go all the way to, how far are they going to go to the right is basically what we're asking. It could go quite a ways. I might just go 500 and see what happens. That should be plenty. And then Y min and Y max. Well, remember we've selected that. We said that one was going to be at 2, one's going to be at 4. So I probably go from 0 to 6. Okay. Now, what should happen, we've entered all of our data in. When I hit graph, we should be able to see the race happening. So do pay attention here, because we have to, it won't show the race again unless we change one of our settings. Here we go. You kind of saw it right there. Oh, I know what I need to do. One other change. Go to Mode. We want to make sure we're set on simultaneous. because otherwise it does sequential and we don't see the race. So simultaneous, there we go. And now if I hit graph, hopefully I'll see the race if my computer is fast enough here. You can kind of see it happening. It might be a little clearer on your screen. But you can see at 10 seconds, it looks like the second place, or the bottom person, which is Mike, is ahead. Now the question is, who's ahead at 7 seconds? And so for that, we can go to second, calculate, and we want to do a value. And we want to know what's going on when t equals 7. So it tells us that Mike, the bottom person, was at 252 feet. If I scroll up, Ike on the top was at 249 feet. So if we had to answer the question, we would say Mike was ahead. Come on now. Mike is ahead by 3 feet. Okay, and we'd call that good. That's the answer for the first question. I think I'll stop right there.